What's happening, gamers? It's Swag from Game Nights here, and if you're ready for a hard game, no, I mean it, a hard game, a game that will kick you in the teeth, date your mother, and leave you for dead, then you are in for a treat because this is Galaga Legions. Galaga Legions loosely follows the concept that has already been established by Galaga and Galaxian. And there are only 5 stages in the game, but trust me, every single one of these stages gets so progressively harder, it will kick your ass by the second stage. So in Galaga Legions, you have your main ship, and you also have 2 satellite ships that can be deployed by using the right analog stick and pressing in the direction that you want them to be stationed and shoot in. Knowing how to position these satellites is essential for making progress in the game, and trust me, you can barely even beat the first stage without having things memorized on how to deploy these satellites. Now, in the first stage, it actually shows you this throwback to the old form of Galaga, but this is only in the very beginning, and as you'll soon see, the game is very different. Now, some of you may be familiar with the term, quote, bullet hell game, which refers to games like Raiden, where there are so many bullets on the screen at once, you don't even have time to look at where you're shooting. All you have time to do is simply look at the bullets and try to dodge them. Well, Galaga Legions is essentially a bullet hell game, except with enemies. That's right, it is an enemy hell game. Now, there are power-ups that you can get in this game, but the game is so cocky, it knows that it's going to throw so many enemies at you, it even goes so far as to show you the patterns through these lines on the screen of where the enemies are going to come. That's how hard this game is. Even when they tell you beforehand where the enemies are going to come from, it just throws so much at you, you barely have time to react to it. This game is exactly what a classic Galaga fan would expect and would want. This is the kind of game that, even though it only has 5 stages, it's so difficult that it requires you to have everything memorized, and therefore you have to play the same stages over and over and over again to even have a chance at trying to get to the last stage. I can't even get past the 3rd stage in this game. Yes, I'm dead serious. This game is that difficult. All the while, if you're even really hardcore, you can be trying to get bonus scores the whole time. But trying to get bonus scores is just kind of a pipe dream for me, seeing as I can't even finish the game on the regular mode. This game has some absolutely dazzling graphics, and it holds up even to today, even though the game was released a couple of years ago. Now, the footage I've captured here of the game is at 30 frames per second, but trust me, this game runs at 60 FPS and is just absolutely smooth. The amount of replay value that you'll get in this game depends on your level of patience. As I mentioned before, you pretty much just have to go through the game and memorize things in order to make some significant progress. So if you have the patience to die over and over again to learn the patterns, because trust me, you will die over and over again, then you will get a lot of replay value in this game just to be able to finish it in the regular mode. As even more of a throwback to Galaga, it will even allow you to choose from vintage-looking skins. And actually, I almost prefer these skins to the newer-looking one, to tell you the truth. Now, I paid 800 Microsoft points for this game, and honestly, I don't think it was really worth 10 bucks. However, I did find out later, which made me rather peeved, as a matter of fact, that this game is actually also on the Namco Museum Virtual Arcade. And considering that you can get that disc for fairly cheap, I would say that this is certainly a great game to check out if you buy that disc. Galaga Legions is fun in short bursts, if nothing else for its nostalgic factor, but suffers from some very insincere replay value. Thus, the score suffers a little bit, and it gets an Xbox Live Arcade rating of 3 out of 5 stars.